Cancer, hi, how are you? Thank you for coming to my channel. I'm coming in, we're going to do mid-month for sign of Cancer from the 15th to the 28th of February, 2022. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for popping in. I hope you come around again because you enjoy it. And if you've been here before, I really do appreciate the support. It means a lot. If you like, you can give me a thumbs up, subscribe, write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. All right, let's see what we can find out about Cancer, the mid-month of February. Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Eight of Cups. The Six of Swords, the Death card, and the King of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. Let me see what we can find out here, and then I'll pull other cards from a different deck, and then we'll pull an oracle card at the end. All right. It feels like to me, Cancer, that you are actually going into this part of the month, or at times fluid, so it could actually be beforehand or even afterwards. But I feel like you're going with a lot of stability, feeling grounded, secure in what you do and how you do it, and whatever it is that you are doing, you're secure in yourself. You're able to take care of yourself. You're able to take care of others if you need to. You could have a male or female could have a very nurturing energy about you too, and you're not against hard work. Like, that if you have to do hard work to get what you want to have or what you want to be able to provide to other people, you're willing to do it. You would never have a problem with that. Now, I do see this Emperor energy coming up, and this could be if you were taking an authority to something, like if you were feeling very strongly about something, and making these hard decisions and having to kind of like rule whatever it is. Like, so if you're in a workplace, like, you may be the person who's considered the supervisor or the manager, or this could actually be your supervisor or a manager. Somebody else had a very close reading to this. I don't remember who it was. It was like Gemini, I think. Interesting. But now you are stepping away from something, maybe something that felt you put a lot of time into it. It was things that you were building on, and you have a lot of emotions towards it, but right now it's not working for you. So you're feeling like you need to step away from that. And I feel like you're actually just maybe getting out of rocky waters, because you have the Six of Swords, and this is like literally that, getting out of like a difficult time. And it's best for you to move away than just like stay there and take it. So I'm kind of wondering if you're having any kind of conflict, where this is coming from. So if you're having a conflict in your workplace, or it's a conflict in your relationships. So I'm not real sure, but maybe when we clarify, we'll be able to come up with something else. Because if this Emperor energy is not your energy, it's very possible this is somebody that's like your supervisor, your manager, somebody who is, say if you work in a department of some kind, they're your manager. Like, they're the person that heads the whole thing, and they pretty much tell you what to do and how you're going to do it. And not necessarily saying that they're a bad person, but they are the person that would be like the Emperor to you. So that's making me wonder, like, are you getting away from them? Like, maybe there's a conflict somewhere in this relationship, and you feel like, okay, yeah, I worked there a long time, I felt good about it, but I'm going to have to walk away from it now because it's not working for me. And actually the same thing if this was a relationship. Like, it's a general reading, I really don't know, but if it was a relationship, are you trying to have this very practical, stable, energy about you, and are they acting like an Emperor? Like, are they acting like they're all that, and they're just, maybe that's not working for you anymore? So I can't even tell where it is, but maybe when we clarify, it'll get a little clearer. And obviously, if it's your situation, you would know. You would know if you're with somebody and they're acting like, they're all badass Emperor guy. But we'll see. Because then we have, again, this moving out of choppy waters. So I don't know, again, if this is a relationship or a work situation. But there's going to be a change. And this change could be coming from you, like there's something that you want to change, and it could be something like in your principles, in your morals, in something in your belief system might be changing, in the way you're going to do things, or it could be a change that's going on with this Emperor energy because it's directly under him. So I'm wondering if that change doesn't going to be from them, and which would make your idea of whether you're going to move away from it or not change. That might make a difference between whether you're going to move away or stay. Because then I feel like this other energy, this King of Pentacles, this could be somebody else in your environment. But if I was feeling that this Queen of Pentacles was your energy, male or female, that doesn't matter. But then you have the King of Pentacles over here. It's almost like there was like a maturity that went on. Like whatever went on. So yes, you were this energy, this, like a more feminine energy, and, I don't want to say softer, but just different, like less mature, even though not really immature, but just less mature than this king, who maybe something that went on here actually, I almost want to say grew you up. I don't even know if that's going to even sound right at all to you. But I feel like whatever went on here, now again, I don't know if this could possibly be in 1 month, but maybe whatever change went on in this situation, you actually did, like, level up a bit. So I'm kind of wondering if that doesn't have to do with your workplace or, in a relationship. I have no idea. Let's see if we can find out something. So we got the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor. What can we find out between those two? Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor. All right. We got Judgment. And what about between the Six of Swords and the Death? Six of Swords and Death. Let me find out. And it's the Ten of Wands. Now that's kind of interesting. With this Judgment, it feels like this is almost... Most times I would tell people that this is you judging yourself based on whatever the situation is, like an insight that you might have received. But for some reason, this one feels like you might be judging them. Like, I don't know in what way. I mean, you might be making some kind of... Maybe your thought process is basically you're judging them and that's why you want to get away from them. Maybe you really don't like this person, or they're not treating you fairly, or you're not feeling like you're being treated the way you should be, and however the situation works out. And I feel like their judgment might be coming from that to them or towards them. But on the other hand, it could be you judging yourself, as in what did I do in this situation to make it come out so badly? What could I have done different? Because then I have this, between the Six of Swords and this Death card, I have the Ten of Wands. And that's like a whole bunch of responsibilities for you to handle. And maybe why you wanted to move out of it. So was this situation throwing a whole... And maybe it weren't responsibilities. Maybe they were actually burdens. And maybe there was more burdens that you thought were necessary because of whatever change is that came in. And maybe it's not something that you were like feeling like you could actually... Maybe you didn't really want to put in that much effort because you're not feeling it with this person, whoever this is. Whoever this Emperor energy is to you, you are not feeling it with them. It's almost like you don't want to work with them, you don't want to be with them, you don't want to be around them. I just feel like you just want to get away from them. And we have the Lovers and the Ace of Pentacles. Now that is interesting. Now is this... That actually makes me feel like it is a relationship with the Lovers card. Now, the Lovers comes up, this is a choice. It's all about making choices and, whatever things that you, again, if you feel like really, really strong about something, and then all of a sudden you want to make a choice between one of two things, maybe a couple of things, and you're choosing from one or the other, but this kind of choice is going to like throw people off. They're not going to really be expecting that kind of choice to come from you. And, you might have to explained a little bit to, to your friends, to your family. But not that it's a bad thing. You just might have to say, well, this is what I'm going to do because that's what I want to do. And that's possible. But it's also very possible that this is a relationship and maybe something's going on between the two of you that makes you feel like you need to actually get away. And I feel like it might be because maybe it's become very burdensome, and you're not feeling like it's worth it anymore. So you're like kind of, maybe I don't want this anymore. Like maybe there's something else out there for me, that this couldn't be all there is, or this is not the best thing for me anymore. Because if you have to decide to, walk away from it, and again, you put in time. I mean, this is a relationship. This is time. There's a time. This is effort. And something's going on there. You don't want to put that much time and effort into it anymore. That's what I feel like with this King of Pentacles. Like, I feel like, honestly, like you leveled up. Like whatever this change is, that you decided, okay, no, I'm out. I'm not going to do this anymore. And then you have this Ace of Pentacles where, like, this is something new that's coming out to you. And you know that you can make something happen without having to take on these extra burdens or, whatever is being put on you because of this relationship. And that's why I feel like when you got this King of Pentacles, right after the Queen of Pentacles, and I really do, I feel like you leveled up. Like if you were playing a video game, you leveled up. You're like, no, I'm not accepting it. It's not what I want, so I'm out. Oh, interesting. All right, Cancer, let's see what we got for this Oracle card. Prosperity lies ahead. It says new moon in Taurus, but this is just about the energy of the new moon. And not that it's necessarily a new moon coming out right now, but this is how they have the energies of that. And that just tells me that you actually have your eye on something. And when it has this Ace of Pentacles, that makes a lot of sense. Because you know that there's something else lying ahead. And all you have to do is keep working towards it. Not be burdened down by other responsibilities or, things that other people are trying to put on you. And maybe there is, I don't even want to say there's another relationship. It just feels like you're going to be able to pull together what you want to make out of your life without having to deal with whoever this Emperor person was to you, or, having to have this judgment of a person, or even judging yourself for being in that situation. And just walking away from all these emotions and feelings that just whatever it was not working for you at the time. All right. Okay, Cancer, I enjoyed doing this reading. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you want to give me a like, thumbs up, subscribe, comment. I would love to hear from you. And I will be seeing you in about a couple weeks for the March ones. Thank you very much. Take care.